How important is it to have a master on the journey? I also hear here and there about masters or gurus that don't behave ethically responsible because they haven't, for example, transcendent desire. Does that play a role? And how can I recognize a true master? It is not important to have a master on the journey as much as it is not important not to have a master on the journey. You see, sometimes we have certain concepts along the way about what is important. A master you don't find by a true master, especially, you don't find by looking for him or her. You stumble across this master. Your heart opens up forcefully. And not because the master is forceful, but because your whole being responds without even looking. Just like, can you look for a true love? You can look, of course. Can you find a true love by looking for it? A true love either comes your way or not. It's as simple as it is. You just walk on the path and suddenly you see someone and there is a feeling that the world stopped, that you probably know this person from somewhere, but you have no idea where from, but it seems like it is a profound awakening inside you. It is not a desire, it is not because you were searching. It was because this searched you. This was looking for you. Life was looking. Life came and knocked on your door. And in the same way, a true master, and especially a true master, is never someone that we find because we wanted to. Our heart might yearn for such a master, consciously or unconsciously, but we cannot fabricate, we cannot control such an event. If he or she are true, and if it is your time to have a master, to have a teacher, to be inspired for some time, it will just be a reality that is shown to your heart. You will not be able to resist it. And sometimes it's very rare, by the way, that this kind of relationship must continue throughout one entire life. It happens only to very rare people, very few people, that it is their destiny to spend their life with a certain teacher. Often, a master is someone that comes your way, inspires you, transforms you, according to the level in which you are and the level in which the master is. But at the same time, it is just as good not to have a master. It is not but it is not a concept. If you think I have to have a master, or I have to not to have a master, You see, when I was very young, I was deeply influenced by Jiddu Krishnamurti. I loved him so much. He was my master while he was denying all masters. He kept saying one must not have any spiritual authority, and he was my spiritual authority for that. And he transformed my consciousness in a way that that very few did afterwards. And he said, don't have a master. And I'm saying this is just another concept. It makes no sense. Why not to have a master? Because we need to be individuals. But this is what we have tried to do. We don't. It doesn't work. Our self-authority, so-called self-authority, is not so magnificent. And surrender is anyway inevitable, whether to a master in form, in body, or the master of life. You will need to surrender. This, how important is it to surrender on the journey? This, Carlos, I will say, this is vital. It is one thing that everyone needs to do. Whether the call for this kind of surrender takes the form of a physical master, this is something that we need to let life decide and the natural rhythm of things. And sometimes we will need a master, sometimes we will need to be without a master. Just as simple.